Discipline isn't about restrictions. It's more about freedom and repetition. And if you do it in the right way, it becomes transformational. But many people actually think that it kills creativity or it makes you super rigid. But in reality, what it actually makes is it frees up your mental space and reduces your decision fatigue. Every time you show up and make your routine, you reinforce your identity, the person that you want to become. And James Clear states that very often in his book Atomic Habits. He talks very often about that your identity influences your habits and your habits influence your identity, right? So by making micro changes, by making like small steps, just habits that take like 5 minutes, if you do this in a long term, like over a year, you become a complete new person. Actually, it can be even faster, like in a half year. For example, when I started out, my sleep was really shit. So I established a routine before I was going to bed. And I established some habits, like, for example, that I would turn off my phone and I would stop thinking about things as soon as I would go to my bed. And this helped a lot to improve my sleeping routine, okay, and to improve my mood because of that and my energy. And another example is when I started out, my nutrition was really bad. I was eating a lot of chocolate and a lot of fast food in general and unhealthy food, okay. And as I replaced that, a lot of things has gotten better. In the past, I had big acne, and this has gotten so much better. But on top of that, also the energy level increases for you. So your energy level increases so much if you improve your health, even if it's just the breakfast at the start. Okay, this will make already a lot. And another example is like adding routines, for example, like meditation or journaling, something for your mental health. Okay, your mental health or your spiritual well being. And by doing that, you will have clarity. Like, for example, especially, this helps especially in the morning. One of my clients, Felix, he had a lot of problems to establish routines or be disciplined at the start. But after working with me, he started to have a new kind of morning and evening routine. And as a side effect, this helped him also a lot, not only with his health, but also with his sleep. Because the morning evening routine, especially the evening routine, influences a lot your sleep. Okay. But how do you do that? Like, how do you do that? So the way how you do it is that you start small and you trust the compound effect. Okay, you trust that you can build up this momentum. Instead of starting super hardcore and then stopping after 2 days. That was my mistake very often. Okay, I started hardcore and then like after 3 days or 1 or 2 weeks, I was like so drained and I could not continue anymore. Okay, so for example, after you brush your teeth in the morning, you meditate for 5 minutes. Okay, so you can just start with doing something for 5 minutes. Okay, and the way how you do it is you stack it up after a habit that you already do regularly. For example, it can be after the time when you eat. It can be also instantly, for example, that you make instantly your bed or make a cold shower. So after you wake up, you make your bed and make a cold shower. Okay. For me, for example, it starts like that. I just go to the toilet when I wake up. I track my weight, then I make my bed. And after, I do habits like meditation and journaling. So this is basically how my morning starts. Okay. And just start small, like I said, and do this habit like at least for 30 days and stick to it. But one big thing that many people forget after you do this habit, remind yourself that this is a reinforcement for the identity that you create. So, for example, when you make a habit like meditation, remind yourself you are this person. who is just healthy, for who it's just natural to be healthy. Okay, so just think on this straight after you meditated. Okay, like, yeah, good job. I'm this kind of person for who it's normal to meditate or to watch out for their health, right? And if this becomes a habit and you start to think like this person, at some point it will be it will be just normal for you to create such habits, to be such person who is just healthy, who looks for all these kind of things. Okay, like the movement over the day, the mental and spiritual well-being. Okay, and if you're interested to connect with similar people, join my free Facebook group or click on the Calendly link to get a free coaching session with me. See ya.